Designer of late, or in the past few years, the collection has always been based on, the main collections have always been based on a place. So fall and spring is usually a place. For instance, we've gone to Argentina, we've gone to Egypt, we've gone to Africa, we've gone to Iceland, and the journey continues with this particular collection here where she went to Japan. She takes different elements and she gets really into the heart and soul of each continent that she goes to, and you find that those elements in the collection. For instance, this Japanese collection, right, there is touches of Japanese prints. I'll give you, for instance, in this coat here that opened the show, you can see with this sort of very traditional silhouette, right, that's got a Japanese flavor, but with the fabrication and the neckline, there's a modern spin on it that makes it current. It's not traditional Japanese. Right? We do an exclusive print every season. This, you can see it displayed here. It's floral. Again, it's very much that watercolor that's synonymous with Japanese culture. We'll do this print in organza, we'll do it in silk, we'll also do it in cotton. Right, so that we can interpret it in a dress, in a coat, in a blouse. When we get a little literal with our continents and our worldwide travels, you'll find, for instance, in this dress here, right, real bamboo. Right here. Yeah. And in actuality, this piece here sits beautifully on, and it's reminiscent, if you can see sort of how it would actually sit, it's reminiscent very much so of the Japanese baby carriers that they have that are very, right. Here is one of my favorite pieces here to show the kind of work that we get into.
Yeah.
Right. All hand done. If you can get in close on that, this thing is actually quite incredible, right? You can see the circular bamboo pieces and all the woodwork, you know, and the metal. Wow. So there's many different elements, different medias that are included in this piece here, and it's full. Look, the entire back. Yeah, one of my favorite pieces, and it comes in the shorter version as well. Yeah. So I think also too here you can see the use of plastic more, which gives it a more current or futuristic feel. Give this out for a minute now. Another great example of Tia's inspiration with Japan was the use of the obi belt to tie the waist in a new modern take. So this particular dress here and belt, you can see that she's taken the sort of idea of the obi, but made it modern and flat to the body, so it's not cumbersome. So you'll just end up with this detail in the back as an example of an obi belt.
Oh, wow.
Right? The use of plastic in the front is to give it a modern take, but also too, it doesn't destroy the line of the dress. So you get the cinch with the waist, right? But you don't disrupt the fabric flow. Yeah, and this we've done in stingray. We did it in silk, gathered silk. We did it also too in leather, I believe. Right? We go through. One of the things that Tia also does with the accessories, which she usually has in her collection about 50 pieces, ranging from shoes, handbags, belts, headbands, bracelets, necklaces, is the use of the same elements and mixing elements that you normally wouldn't find in accessories, but also to play as well on the culture that she happens to be doing at the time. So one of the big things was the folding that's found throughout Asia, origami folds, and that use you can see right here in this particular clutch, where it's actually one piece of leather and it's folded, right, and stitched to create a clutch purse, like you can see here. So all your items would go in here, the bare minimum, go in there, and then it just folds back on itself and it has a magnetic closure, and that's it. That's all you would need for the evening. But it's just one piece, right? Here, you can see an example of, again, the influence of Japan. This is actually an evening purse, right, with the stingray and the bamboo. And here's the opening, right here. And you would just take the minimal required things, which is also too part of the Japanese culture, the minimal, the Zen garden. It's all you would take out for the evening, and it's carried just like that. I would like to show you also too, use of plastic buttons in different sizes to create a necklace. Here's another example of mixing mediums, taking the two elements, right? The silk and the leather to create a clutch purse. There's the clutch where you would store all your stuff in here. And again, it's just a little bit more of a play on a clutch bag than like that.
Good.
Okay, that's what I'm